Only 6 chords in this one, and basically they're all bar chords, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you how you can do it with bar chords, how you can do it with simplified bar chords, and how you can do it without bar chords, mostly without bar chords anyhow. And everybody should be able to get through this one, and here we go. I'm in standard tuning, and for those of you who don't know right off the bat, somebody asked this in one of my other videos, very quickly, standard tuning means the lowest string is an E, then going upwards in pitch, or down as you're looking at them, you have E, then A, then D, G, B, and then another E. Okay, you can rewind that, you can fast forward in these videos, so you can go back and you can go over what I just said there. Now what we're doing here is we're using a capo, so we're putting that on the 2nd fret, which means that you don't actually hear an E right there, you hear an F sharp, but we're capoing the 2nd fret, and we're going to do everything from there. So anyhow, when I say the fret numbers, I'm going to say the actual fret numbers in this lesson, not in relation to the capo. So if I say 7, that means the original 7. Okay, nothing to do with the capo. Alright, so here we go. The first thing is bar chords means, a bar chord means your first finger goes all the way across all of the strings and pushes all of the strings down at once. And then your other fingers add on to it. So I'm gonna, if you know what a bar chord is already, you know how to play it, then you don't need me to explain it to you. So I'm just gonna explain the simpler way, and you can make it the whole bar chord if you want to. Okay? So the simpler way is we're gonna start out and we're gonna do this shape here. We're gonna play 7th fret on the low E string with your index finger, 9th fret on the A string with your ring finger, 9th fret on the D string with your pinky, 8th fret on the G string with your middle finger. 7, 9, 9, 8. That gives us B major. Okay, and like I said, if you want to flatten your finger out and complete the whole bar chord, if you know how to do that, then that's great. Okay? The 2nd chord is going to be F sharp, but we're going to play it like this. We're going to play the low string open. Okay? Then we're going to get way up high here on the fretboard. So Jason Mraz plays a cutaway Taylor, so it's much easier to get up higher on the fretboard. So some of these are going to get a little crammed because I'm not using a cutaway here. I'm using a Tacoma, and if it's not cutaway, so these are going to be a little bit more difficult, and you may experience that yourself. So we're going to play the low string open, then we're going to play the 13th fret on the A string with your ring finger, then the 11th fret on the D string and the 11th fret on the G string, both with your index finger. So we have open, 13, 11, 11. Okay? That's the voicing that you'll hear and see Jason Mraz use. So first was, now we have, and what you do to play these both with your index finger here is you flatten it out. You're going to push down so that you see this happen with your finger. Like this. Instead of with your fingertip, you're going to place your fingertip and flatten it. Okay? Alright, the 3rd chord is again way up high. It's the same shape as the 1st chord we played. Your fingers are still in the same relationships with one another. So up here we're going to play on the A string the 11th fret with your index finger, D string 13th fret with your ring finger, G string 13th fret with your pinky, and B string 12th fret with your middle finger. 14, 13, 12. Okay, and the final chord is going to be way, way up here if you don't have a cutaway. So you're going to play the 12th fret, again, the same exact position here, the same exact finger combination. We're going to play the 12th fret on the low E string, the 14th fret on the A string with your ring finger, the 14th fret on the D string with your pinky, the 13th fret on the G string with your middle finger. So we took this original chord we had and we just moved it up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till we have 12, 14, 14, 13. Remember, you can rewind these videos and go over what I'm saying as many times as you need to. Okay, so this is the actual way to play the song, and I'll go over the strumming later. I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. That's with the actual fingerings. Again, you can make those bar chords if you want to as well. That's the actual way, the original way to play that. Now the much simplified way to play that, if you don't want to play way up high there, or you don't feel comfortable with these quite yet, or however, you can play them this way. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to play more of open type fingerings here. So we're going to play the A string open for the first chord, then 4th fret on the D, 4th fret on the G, and 4th fret on the B, all with your first finger preferably. So 4, 4, 4. So in other words, we're doing the same thing here. We're pressing that finger, flattening that finger out. Now you can play that with 3 different fingers if you want. You can play that any way you want to. Then the second chord is going to be an E shape. Again, shape. So low E string is open, then the 4th fret on the A string with your middle finger, 4th fret on the D string with your ring finger, 3rd fret on the G string with your index finger. Top 2 can be open. Okay. Then the next chord really is a bar chord again, but the lowest 4 notes are the only ones that are really important. So, index finger on the low E string, 4th fret, A string, 6th fret, ring finger, D string, 6th fret, pinky, and then the G string on the 4th fret, again, your index finger is barring it, okay? So what I always do for a bar chord is you set your index finger down, your other fingers are there where they need to be, then your middle finger presses down against your index finger to give it more strength to push all the strings down. Okay? Then the final chord is basically just a D shape. So we have the D string is open, then the 4th fret on the G string with your index finger, 5th fret on the B string with your ring finger, and the 4th fret on the high E string with your middle finger. Okay, so all together, there's no need to hesitate no more, no